Are you ready for another powerhouse message? I hope you are. Prove me wrong. That it won't empower you today. I don't know. I may have told this story before. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I did in a prior video or not. But when I first got here, I'd say like within the first month of being here, I drove up to Clearfield and I was staying at a Days Inn, and I made the video. I think I titled it "But You Don't," and I played that Bonnie Raitt song in the beginning. I can't think of how it goes right now, but she says something like I'd make you love me, but you won't, or something. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but I made that video, and then I got out of my truck and I was walking back across the parking lot to the back entrance door, and it was dark out. It was like 9-10 o'clock at night, and as I hopped up onto the sidewalk, and I was going towards that door, and I was like 20 feet from the door, and I saw something on the ground crawling towards me, and I looked at it, like I bent over a little bit to look at it, and it was the creepiest thing I think I've ever seen in my life, and it was one of these Jerusalem crickets, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you this, and it was huge, and when it seen me, it stopped. It was crawling in my direction, and then when it seen that I was coming towards it, it stopped, and its head turned it was like a monster looking thing. It was insane. Its head turned, and it looked at me, and it changed direction and started coming directly at me then. And I'm not joking, it freaked me out. And I took a picture of it. I don't know if I still have it or not, but I bent over, took a picture of it, and it gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not kidding you. It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I didn't know what it was, and I had I couldn't hardly sleep that night just thinking about it. It just done something to me, and I'm usually not like that. But this thing here, it creeped me out. And I wondered about that thing for like 2 or 3 months and never did think to look it up to see what it was. I didn't know what it was. It looks like a scorpion without a tail, and then just a weird big red head that twisted and turned and it wasn't normal. Okay. And after like 3 or 4 months of thinking about it, I always thought about it. About 3 or 4 months later, I somehow found out that it was a Jerusalem cricket. Wait till you hear this story. And right around that time is when I was just realizing that this was Jerusalem. I still wasn't sure. When I seen the bug, I didn't know that this was Jerusalem. I knew that Yehuda was out here, but I didn't know. I really didn't know about it all yet, like I do now. And so when I found out about this bug, the Jerusalem cricket, I think I read this to you guys, but I'm not sure. But let me read this to you, and you're gonna see how the Most High works. And like I've been saying, he extends his mercy out so far to any of his children who want it, and I'm going to show you in the Word what I'm talking about. Let me read this to you. Jerusalem crickets, or potato bugs, are a group of large flightless insects in the genre of whatever that is and whatever that is, together compromising the tribe those. The former genus is native to the western United States and parts of Mexico, while the latter genus is from Central America. Despite their common names, these insects are neither true crickets. Now, pay attention to the description of this bug and remember the name of it. Despite their common names, these insects are neither true crickets, which belong to the family Glettidae or whatever, nor true bugs, which belong to the order Hemiptera. They're not bugs. Nor are they native to Jerusalem. These nocturnal insects use strong mandibles to feed primarily on dead organic matter. What? But can also eat other insects. Their highly adapted feet are used for burrowing beneath moist soil to feed on decaying root plants and tubers. While Jerusalem crickets are not venomous, they can emit a foul smell and are capable of inflicting a painful bite. And I knew it. When I saw it, I could just tell. I said, man, that son of a gun right there bite the crap out of you. And I'm telling you, and I guess they're really rare to see. So, I mean, the fact that I seen that one that night, it was like crazy. And like I told you, well, if you see one, you'll jump. I'm not kidding you. It was the scariest thing. But check this out. Names. And that's what it looked like crawling towards me. And I'm telling you, its head twisted like it was looking at me. And I was like, man, oh my goodness. Mahogany Jerusalem cricket. Next to a 2.4 centimeter corner. Yeah. They had to throw that 2.4 in there, didn't they? Several hypotheses attempt to explain the origin of the term Jerusalem cricket. One suggests the term originated from a mixing of Navajo and Christian terminology, resulting from the strong connection priest had with the Navajos in developing their dictionary and vocabulary. Some priests may have heard the Navajos speak of a skull insect and took this as a reference to Calvary, also known as Skull Hill, outside Jerusalem near the place where Jesus was crucified. Several Navajo names refer to the insect's head. Red skull bug, big red skull insect. Other names include the Hopi shiny bug, the Spanish whatever. Now, what do you suppose the odds are that any of those are right? That the theories that it was because the Christians thought the Navajo was saying this or whatever, and that's why they called it the Jerusalem bug? No. If you go look back at the science of this thing, it just told you it's not a bug. And if you go deep into it, they don't even know where this thing came from. It's alien. Its DNA is alien. Okay? It's like from out of this realm. I'm serious. Go look into it. And it's not native to Jerusalem, but it's from here. It feeds on decaying animals, bugs, whatever. It's nasty. It emits a foul odor. The Most High, He doesn't leave us out here to die. He's given us every opportunity to see the truth. that it's called the Red Skull. If you remember in like the Captain America movie, the bad guy, Red Skull, he later on in the Avengers movie, the Endgame, or one of those, that Red Skull, he's banished to some realm where he's the keeper of the stones. The reason that guy's named the Red Skull is because of that bug right there. If you go read his story, I'm not going to read it to you, but you'll understand what it is. He was a Nazi, okay? The guy was like Hitler's right-hand man in the story. And I don't know if he's a real person or not, but he was his right-hand man, and he believed that the Norse gods weren't a myth and that they were real, and he's the one that went and found the Tesseract thing, and Hitler wanted him dead or whatever, and he got banished or whatever. But if you read that story, you'll see the story. You'll see the story I've been living. And if you think that this is all just something I'm making up, you're wrong. Check this out right here. And most of y'all who've been here for a while, you should know my connection to 81. And that's what you're going to hear right about now. Shout for joy to the mighty Most High, our strength. Raise a shout to the mighty Most High of Jacob. Lift up a song and beat the tambourine, the pleasant lyre and with the harp. Blow a shofar in the new moon, in the covering for the day of our festival. Pay attention, y'all. For this is a law for Yasharal and a right ruling for the mighty Most High of Jacob. Pay attention. He appointed it in Joseph for a witness. When he went throughout the land of Mitzrayim, I heard a language that I did not know. I used to hear that language. The world, they are incapable of understanding that language. He says, and he spoke in that language, and this is what he says. I removed his shoulder from the burden. His hands were freed from the baskets. You called in distress, and I rescued you. I answered you in the covering of thunder. Yeah, baby. I proved you at the waters of Meribah, Salah. I've been telling you, the word's been telling you, he judges you with the word, by the word. That language, that's them riddles that he's been telling us he uses, he speaks with. You aren't going anywhere in the word with the Most High. You ain't gonna live unless you're reading the word the way it's intended to be read. And the majority of the world refuses to. And the only way you can see the word the way it's supposed to be seen is you have to humble yourself. And you best do it now. Hear, O my people, and let me warn you, O Yasharal, if you would listen to me. Let there be no strange mighty one among you, and do not bow down to a foreign mighty one. All holidays and anything related, you have to denounce them and get rid of them and have absolutely nothing to do with them. Otherwise, you'll never understand. You'll never come to the understanding of the word the way it's supposed to be read. I am you, Yahuwah, your mighty Most High, who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Open your mouth wide and I fill it. But my people did not listen to my voice, and Yasharal would not submit to me. I know all about it. I see it every day. I try to pass along this understanding of the word, and the people refuse it, and they dismiss it, and they say, that's nonsense. Sure it is. So I gave them over to their own stubborn heart to walk in their own counsels. Oh, if my people had listened to me, Yasharal would walk in my ways. I would subdue their enemies at once and turn my hand against their adversaries. Those who hate Yahuwah would cringe before him, and their time of punishment be forever. He would feed them with the finest of wheat, and with the honey from the rock I would satisfy you. What rock do you know has honey inside of it? Can you tell me? There's only one, and it's Jerusalem. The Most High stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges in the midst of the mighty Most High. How long would you judge perversely and show partiality to the wrong, Salah? Those holidays, that fake place over there. How long are you going to kiss their ass and their ring? Give right ruling to the poor and fatherless. Do right to the afflicted and needy. Rescue the poor and needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wrong. They do not know, nor do they understand. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are shaken. That should let you know what the darkness is all about. What I've been telling you. The whole world hasn't a clue of where they stand and who they are. The enemy he's pulled the wool over the world's eyes. I said, you are my mighty Most High, and all of you are sons of the Most High. Did you hear that? I said, you are mighty ones. You are mighty ones. That Moses said it. Messiah said it. And you want to know what? You are a mighty one if you can understand this word, and you can return home, and just like in Revelations, on that day you're standing on Mount Zion. If you can't achieve none of that, if you can't see what this word's really telling you, and you don't end up on Mount Zion come that day, you're not a mighty one. You're just a breath on this earth, a vapor. You're gone. But as men, you die and fall as one of the heads. There you go. Arise, O my mighty Most High, judge the earth, for you shall possess all the nations. O my mighty Most High, do not remain silent, do not be speechless, and do not be still, O mighty. For look, your enemies make an uproar, and those hating you have lifted up their head. They craftily plot against your people and conspire against your treasured ones. They have said, come, and let us wipe them out as a nation, and let the name of Yasharal be remembered no more. For they have conspired together with one heart. They have made a covenant against you, the tents of Edom and the Yashmalites, Moab and the Hagarites, Gabal and Ammon, Amalek, Philistia, with the inhabitants of Sor. That place over there. Ashur has also joined with them, Satan. They have helped the children of Lot. Do to them as to Midian, as to Sisera, as to Yabin at the Wadi Kashan, who perished at Endor, who became as dung for the ground. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb, and all their princes like Zabah and Salmunna, who have said, let us take possession of the pastures of the mighty Most High for ourselves. There you go. See, I haven't been bullshitting you guys. It's time to wake up and snap out of it. Pull that wool back up over your eyes and understand where you are and who you are before it's too late. O my mighty Most High, make them as whirling dust, as stubble before the wind, as a fire consumes a forest, and as a flame sets mountains on fire. So pursue them with your whirlwind, and frighten them with your storm. Fill their faces with shame, and let them seek your name. Let them be ashamed and alarmed forever, and let them become abashed and perish. And let them know that you, whose name is Yahuwah, you alone are the mighty Most High over all the earth. Hallelujah. How lovely are your dwelling places, O Yahuwah of hosts. My being has longed and even fainted for the courts of Yahuwah. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living mighty one. Even the sparrow has found a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she has put her young ones. Your slaughter places, O Yahuwah of hosts, my sovereign and my mighty Most High. Blessed are those who dwell in your house. They are ever praising you, Salah. Blessed is a man whose strength is in you. Your highways are in their heart. Passing through the valley of weeping, the valley of the shadow of death. They make it a fountain. The teacher also covers it with blessings. When you can come out of that darkness and pull that wool back, when you see the truth of it, you can feast on it, and you can empower yourself, strengthening yourself to become mighty. No longer those on the way out. They go from strength to strength, appearing before the mighty Most High. Where? In Zion. Right here. Oh, Yahuwah, my mighty Most High of hosts, hear my prayer. Give ear, O my Most High of Jacob, Salah. O my mighty Most High, see our shield and look upon the face of your anointed. For a day in your courts is better than 1,000 days. I have chosen rather to be a doorkeeper in the house of my mighty Most High than to dwell in the tents of the wrong. Anywhere outside the eye is the tents of the wrong. For Yahuwah, the mighty Most High, is a sun and a shield. Yahuwah gives favor and esteem. He withholds no good matter from those who walk blamelessly. O Yahuwah of hosts, blessed is the man who trusts in you. Who trusts in you, not in man, not in myths and fables, but in the truth, in reality, in power and strength, in the Almighty Yahuwah, the Most High. Blessed is the man who gets on his face and gives all praise, all honor, all glory, and all esteem to Abba Yahuwah, the Most High, our wonderful Creator, our righteousness. Bless yourselves this day in the Most High of truth.